Hi, so free trade recently came out and I'm going to do a video on how you can merchant or flip with the Grand Exchange with the new interface. Alright, first of all, this video is going to be about flipping armor, and there'll be videos about flipping other things coming up, but this one's flipping armor. So you need to think about an item to flip first, and you need to think about what lots of people are using. They're not going to want to use something really expensive, because if they die then they're going to lose it, but they also want something that's quite good as well. And the item that I found works is a rune plate body, so we're going to type that in. To start, you need probably about at least 5 mil cash with this, but as you can see I've got plenty. Alright, so you always buy one first to try and find out what the price is. So I know this is going down at the moment, so I'm going to try 51,000. Then always add on a GP. You should always try and stay away from rounded numbers. Alright, so that's not buying, so we're going to go up in thousands. So we're going to try 52,000. Okay, that bought instantly and that bought eventually, so what we're going to do is use this one, but I'm going to add 100 GP onto it, so it turns out to be 51,100 GP. Now we need to find out what we can sell it at. So 51,700, see if it sells there. That'll give us a 600 GP margin. Yep, it sells there. So this will buy a bit quicker when it's at another 100 GP. And the quicker things buy, the more money you can make. 51,101. You need to be careful when you typing these in, because sometimes I've missed a zero on the end when I'm selling stuff, which is quite annoying because you lose a lot of money. But normally you don't actually sell it for then 5,000, because no one's got offers in at 5,000, but you would sell it at like 50,000 maybe, when it's, so you lose a couple thousand. I'm putting these in 2 slots so they buy quicker, because it's like having 2 places in a queue. Alright, now what I always do is go on to collect items page, because then I can see how many of each item is bought. So after about 50 have bought, I normally try to sell them again. I try and get this continuous stream, so I'm always buying and I'm always selling, but it's sometimes hard to do. The prices of these constantly update, so if you suddenly buy loads and loads of rune plate bodies, sometimes it's really good, but then also they do sometimes completely randomly crash and there's no way you can predict it. Sometimes these have been going really strong and I've sold most of them instantly, and then the next time I get 50 I can't sell very many at all, and then I get another 50 in here pretty much instantly, and before I know it I have to sell them for like a 3k loss because they've crashed. But you should always sell them for a loss instead of wait for them to go back up, because while you sell them you can make more money, like with the money that you've made, instead of just waiting for them to sell. These are selling nicely here. I'm going to sell these 30. I know lots of people now use free spaces to buy and free to sell, but you don't really need to, so I guess it does bring them in quicker, but I normally do other things as well while I'm merchanting, so speed doesn't really bother me. It's only a couple of seconds I suppose, or a third quicker, and it's quite fast paced anyway, so it's not that important. selling about tens here, I think, when 500,000 comes in, so there's definitely still a demand for them, which means they're still going strong at the moment. Some other armors you can do are things like rune plate legs would probably work. Then weapons as well. Weapons are a bit, you can't really make that much money on them at the moment. This is only 6 days after free traders come out, so the prices are still a bit unstable, and lots of people are staying away from flipping. But other people are risking it all, and they're making a lot. I've made 8 mil in the past 6 days. 5 of them have been merch, and I think I've leveled out probably like 1.6 mil a day, which is good. It's more than I used to make anyway, before the Grand Exchange. An important thing to note is that potions have now gone from their 4-hour buy limit to from 10,000 to 1,000. And something that some of you may not know is that you can also sell things instantly now. The items still have a buy limit of 4 hours, but if you then sell them for a higher price or a lower price, you can then buy another X amount. So basically the 4-hour wait before you can sell an item is completely gone, which makes merchanting and flipping a lot quicker. But it also means instead of like waiting, like if you were going to do this merch a month ago, you'd probably wait for 100 to buy at a slightly lower price and then sell them at a higher price, so you get a much bigger margin. But this is definitely better in the long run, because you can buy a lot more a lot quicker, and it gives you more money with a smaller margin. So I'm buying 1,000 here. Each has got a margin of about 600 GP. So if I sell 1,000 or with a margin of 600 GP, I'm going to make 600,000. I've been doing this for about well, I'm not sure, probably about 4 minutes. I don't know, you can have a look in the video, but I'll have a look how many I've sold. So say I've been doing this 4 minutes, sold 45, 80, 120 out of 1,000. It's going to take 40 minutes to make me 600k, so that's about 850, 900k an hour, which is pretty good. Some people have made a lot more, but as you get more experienced and know how the Grand Exchange works and things like that, then you're going to make a lot more money. Then you can move on to bigger things as well, which give you more money. Like, you can flip 10 god swords. If you get 100k margin on them, that's about a mil, obviously. In half an hour maybe that'll take you. But you do obviously have a lot more money to start with, so a mil isn't as much money in half an hour as it would be if you had 50 mil, because to do that you'd have to have about 270 mil. But it's still good. Sometimes while I'm doing this, I use 2 slots to buy rune plate bodies and sell them, and then in the other slot I buy blood runes and sell blood runes. They're good because mages use them. I haven't tested out arrows yet, but I presume they'd be good but they might have quite a small margin with just a couple of GP. I know lobsters, raw and cooked, have a margin of just 1 GP, so you can only make like 25,000 every time you buy 25,000, which is the limit. Yeah, but as I say, the prices do change a lot, so you need to keep on having a look how quickly they're buying, how quickly they're selling. And if something odd happens, you should cancel your offers, try and sell the ones you've got, and check that they sell before you buy any more, because otherwise you could end up losing a lot of money. Alright, I think that just about wraps up the video. So I'll be bringing out more of these type of videos soon. So subscribe if you want to see them. If not, if you're going to use the method, then like the video. We'll see how many people we can get using it and making money. Alright, thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.